Okay guys, so we talked about pre and post workout meals. Let's hit those other main meals, and these are going to depend on where your pre and post workout meals are. So if you train in the morning, your pre and post workout meal is essentially going to take the place of breakfast, and so that's already taken care of. But let's say that that's not the case and you're going to have breakfast as a normal part of your day. It may be the case that you had a tiny amount of carbs before a cardio session in the morning and now you have breakfast. And I would consider that just kind of a clean slate, because whether you just wake up and have breakfast or you have your cardio and then breakfast, you're going to be really in that same position. So I personally, still think that protein should be in your breakfast. I do trust the research that shows it decreases your hunger the rest of the day. It starts preventing you from getting behind hunger. I think there are even some anabolic benefits to getting your amino acid pool kind of re-supplemented right away in the morning. So this can be something as simple as a protein shake. I have done so many different versions. I will tell you, like this morning, being a weekend when I'm doing some filming, I had a bowl of cereal with a scoop of protein powder. It was shredded wheat protein powder and some almond milk, even used about a half a tablespoon of flaxseed oil, so I got a little bit of fat, protein, and that's about as whole food as I get for breakfast typically. Some of my training or my workouts in the morning, cardio sessions in the morning, I will end up doing, I mentioned this a few weeks ago in the course, I will either use a protein shake where I'm blending frozen fruit in, and so I have kind of a fruit smoothie, or I use oatmeal with protein powder in it. But those seem to be easier for me. I'm not somebody who really is going to wake up and make 6 egg white omelets and a piece of toast and some turkey bacon, although that is perfectly fine. Matter of fact, I think with that kind of a whole food base, talk about really starting to delay hunger for the day, that's a perfect way to do that. I don't think it's helpful to have a protein-only type breakfast, because that's, if you're somebody who wants to save carbs and you're kind of banking them for later in the day, I think that bites you in the butt by making hunger start to accumulate throughout the day, and you just get hungrier and hungrier. Pretty soon you're eating your next meal, in 15 minutes you're already hungry. So I do think breakfast has to be a meal that you get a little bit of substance there. You've got some protein, some carbs, maybe some fat, and that's really going to help you. But remember, we tend to create habits, and so if you eat the same breakfast over and over and over, get into a rut, that's totally fine if that works for you. Then one day when you realize, man, I'm just really not enjoying this anymore, you can change again. But don't feel like you have to make every day something different just because you can. This is where having some structure can be very helpful.